What's going on, everyone? Iceman1 here, and today we'll be looking at the Archero 4th anniversary, stage 17. So start by hitting the cake here, go to the White Castle, and then hit begin on stage 17. All you will need for this is a bladespin tower and a spike trap I will be using. You might be able to use the pink trap too, but I will prefer the spike one. So first here, go to the wall. Then go 2 over, and you'll put your first 2 towers right there. So that right there will be your first 2 towers. Also, if you can get the tornado effect by using this sword, that is a huge help. I highly recommend it. Although some people like different swords, so really, if you can make whatever works for you work. But I'm just going to tell you where to put the towers. Your next set of towers should go next to that wall there. And obviously you're going to put a second one. I just don't have the money for it yet. Now I do, but we're going to take care of these first. All right. Once they are taken care of, let's go ahead and put that there. All right. Your third set will go next to the first wall. I'll show you in just a second. All right, so stay next to the wall, drop 1, go down, drop the second, and there you go. That is going to be your second set. And then you're just going to stay in here and take care of business. You can hit these. I'm going to go ahead and use my tornado effect to just run through them. All right, get swords. All right. Your last set of towers should go right there, right beneath your second set. And now you can start with your upgrades. So I recommend that you just go back to the first ones, do them in order. So like my first set was this set, so I upgraded them first. My next set was these, so I'm upgrading them second. Once you have that done, you can work on traps if you'd like, or you can do a third round of upgrades. You can just make sure every tower has an upgrade. I'm gonna do that first. I want every tower to have spinning swords, hopefully, and then I'll start with my traps. Again, if you have the tornado ability, it is a huge help because you see how I just wipe out pretty much that whole wave using that. So that is a huge help. Then we'll go down, get these up. There we go. I didn't get spinning swords in the last one, but it's all right. Can't always get them, right? Can't always win it. But let's just go ahead, take care of business, make sure these things are doing their job as they should. And then once we have a break, we're going to go ahead and throw all these traps in. So we're going to start throwing them in now. We're just going to throw them in the middle here where they will definitely be walking through. So I use the middle 3 area here, middle 3 area here, and you really shouldn't have to use your other, I know it says you can have 12 traps, you really shouldn't be using towers. Shouldn't be using all 12 towers. You can get by just fine with 8 towers. You know, that's one thing people kind of get hooked up on is trying to make sure they use all their towers, when in reality, you really don't need to use them all. Sometimes the best strategy is not to use them all. So we're going to continue here. These sword traps are doing their job. Everything's doing its job, going pretty well. Once you have those those blade traps set up, then you can just worry about upgrading your buildings for the rest of the game. See, I have a straight line, and actually you can put one there just because they will come down this way. But after that, just worry about your upgrades. Just worry about your upgrades and you're set. We're already on stage 14. So we will go ahead and just wrap this up. All right, now we're on 15. The towers are pretty much doing all the work for us here. All right. And I'm not like a super high level either, you know. I'm a free to play, so I got Helix going on. So you don't have to be some like maxed out pay to play winner person to get through these, you know. So I'll show you my setup in just 1 second. But we are just about finished with this. I'm going to hang back just a little to make sure I don't run out of HP. And just like that, we are almost done. We got one guy left. Nice and easy, stuck in between his 4. All right, so that's the setup I recommend. We'll go over it real quickly. First, build these 2 traps. Second, come to this wall and build these 2 traps. Third, come back to this wall, build these 2 traps. And fourth, build these 2 traps. And that's buildings. That's what I mean, buildings. And once you have those 8 buildings, that is all the buildings you will need for the match. Then you can set up the spike traps. I recommend 1 here, and then 4 across here. Then you come up here. I recommend 4 down here. So build your 8 towers. Upgrade all your towers once. Then put those spike traps in. And then upgrade all your towers as much as you can for the rest of the game. All right, comment if you have any questions. That is that wave done pretty easy. We'll look at my setup. The way I'm doing that tornado thing is the Antiquated Sword. If you don't have that, though, you should be able to make it by just fine. But, all right, take care, everyone.